dear students, welcome back to my channel and Kindle Kids Learning. Time can be your best friend or your worst enemy depending on whether you use it or waste it. With this inspirational quote, myself Nandita D'Souza presenting you the lesson Changes Around Us. This is such an interesting chapter, dear students. Watch the video till the end, and I can assure you that you will understand this chapter thoroughly. So let's begin our chapter Changes Around Us. First, moving on to the introduction part. What are we going to study in this chapter? We will study what is a change, then types of changes, expansion and contraction, and how we can bring change in a substance. What is a change? Change is a continuous process. It is the law of nature. Changes take place around us all the time. Give me some example. Yes, day and night is a change. It comes every day, isn't it? What about blooming of a flower? That is also a change. So these are the changes by law. Law of nature, isn't it? Day and night is a law of nature. Blooming of a flower is a law of nature. Can I stop a day after a night? Or can I stop a night after a day? No, it's not possible. It's a change which is a law of nature. Changes take place around us all the time. There are so many varieties of changes which take place all the time. Let's see some of them. Change in size. Here we can see a small seed growing to a plant and then to a tree. This is the change in size. Earlier the plant is small, it will grow, still grow, and then it grows to a huge tree. So this is a change in size. Which is the next type of change? Yes, change in temperature. Like in summer season, it's very hot. In rainy season, everywhere full of rain, watery. What about in winter season? Wow, snow, isn't it? So these are the three varieties of changes in the temperature: summer, rainy, and winter. What about the next change? The next change which we are going to study is change in position. Yes, we all know what is this? This is the solar system. We have sun in the center wherein all other planets are revolving around the sun. They keep on changing their position, isn't it? Can I stop any planet from not rotating around the sun? No, it's not possible. So, this is the change in position. What about the next change? Change in color. Let's see some of the examples. During the day, we can see the sky color is bright. What about in the evening? We can see the color of the sky is a little dusky. What about in the night? It's full of dark, isn't it? So these are the three changes in color we can observe. What about the next change? Change in state. Here, liquid is being changed to gaseous form, like water, which is liquid. When it is boiled, it converts into vapors. It changes its state. What about the next picture? Here, ice is solid. It starts melting and forms liquid water, isn't it? This is the change in state. The first picture from liquid to gas, and from the second picture we can see it changes from solid to liquid. So these are some of the changes which we observe around us. Now, can we group or classify these changes? Yes. What are the types of changes? The types of changes are: one is slow and fast change, second is desirable and undesirable changes, Third is reversible and irreversible changes. And the next one is periodic and non-periodic changes. And the last one is physical and chemical changes. So these are the types of changes. Now we'll study one by one in detail. First one, that is slow and fast change. What do you mean by slow and fast change? Slow changes are those which take a long time to occur. Very slowly they occur. These are slow changes. For example, we can see germination of seed to form plant. We all know when a seed is germinated, it grows very slowly, right? And finally, the plant is formed. The growth of this seed to a plant is very slow. What about the next example? Yes, growth of child into adult. We all know we grow very slowly. From child to adult, is our growth very quick? No. So these are the slow changes. What about the fast change? Fast changes take less time to occur or occur instantaneously. What are the examples? For example, burning of a paper. If you burn a paper, will it burn slowly? No, it burns quickly, isn't it? Yes. What about the next example? Bursting of balloon. When you prick a balloon, will it burst slowly? No, it bursts very quickly. Dope, right? Yes. So these are the fast changes. So we know now what is a slow change and what is a fast change. Moving on to our second type of change. What is that? Yes, desirable and undesirable changes. What are these? Let's see in detail. Desirable change. Desirable changes are those changes which we want to occur. Desire, my wish, isn't it? I desire, I want it. So the changes which we want to occur are the desirable changes. For example, ripening of fruits. Isn't it a desirable change? Yes, we all love fruits. We all love eating fruits. So we wish the fruits to be ripened. So this is a desirable change. What about the next example? Germination of seeds. When we sow seeds, we want the seed to germinate. That is also a desirable change. What about the undesirable change? Undesirable or non-desirable changes are those changes which we do not want to take place. It is the opposite of the desirable change. We don't want that change to occur. What are the examples for this? Earthquakes, yes. Do you wish the earthquake to occur? No. So, it's an undesirable change. What about breaking of glass? You can see here when the person is trying to walk, he finds the glass getting cracks. Does he wish that to happen? No. These are the changes which are undesirable change. So we came to know what is a desirable change and what is a undesirable change. Moving on to the next type of change. What is it? Reversible and irreversible changes. Now, what is a reversible change? If a change can be reversed, then it is called reversible change. If I can reverse, if I can go back, reverse, that is a reversible change. Let's see some of the examples. Melting of ice cream. If I melt this ice cream by heating, I get the liquidy form of the ice cream. Again, if I cool this liquid, I will get back the ice cream, isn't it? So this is a reversible change. Next example, melting of chocolate. If I allow this chocolate to melt, I get this form. And if I again allow to cool this form, I will get back the chocolate, isn't it? Yes. So this is reversible change. I will get back the first product. What about the irreversible change? If a change cannot be reversed, then it is called irreversible change. Here I will not get back the old product. What is it? Growth of child into an adult. We all know growth of a child into an adult cannot be reversed. Hence it is a irreversible change. What about egg to omelette? After preparing omelette from the egg, will you get back the egg? No. Hence it is a irreversible change. Which is the next type of change? The next type of change is periodic and non-periodic change. What is periodic change? Periodic changes are changes which occur periodically or at regular intervals. For example, day and night. This is a change which occurs at regular intervals, isn't it? After day comes the night. Again, after night comes the day. Again, after the day comes the night. So, this is a periodic change with regular intervals. For the next example, beating of heart. Our heart beats with a regular interval. So, even this is a periodic change. What about non-periodic change? Changes which do not repeat themselves at regular intervals are called non-periodic changes. You cannot predict when will they occur. For example, accidents. Once the accident takes place, will it keep on repeating at regular intervals? No. And can you predict when the accident will occur? No. Hence it is a non-periodic change. What about growing of a tree? Will it keep on repeating again and again from small to large growth? No. Once the growth is done, it is done, isn't it? And can you predict when this will occur? When it keeps on growing? Not possible. Hence it is non-periodic change. What about the next type of change? The next type of change is physical and chemical changes. What is a physical change? Changes in which size or shape of the object may change, but the substance of which they are made to remain the same. For example, formation of vapor on heating water. Here, in the formation of vapor on heating water, the size or the shape of the object, like the vapor and liquid, the size or the shape is different, isn't it? Because they are two different states, but they are made up of same substance, that is water. What about chemical change? Changes in which new substances are formed are called chemical changes. For example, rusting. Here you can see this coin getting rusted, isn't it? What happens? The new substance is formed. So we came to know the different types of changes. Moving further, now we'll see what is expansion and contraction. When an object is heated, it increases in size and this is called as expansion. What happens when an object is heated? It increases in size and this is called as expansion. What about contraction? The decrease in size of an object on cooling is called contraction. Expansion is nothing but increasing in size and contraction is nothing but decrease in size. Expansion occurs on heating whereas contraction occurs on cooling. Expansion is a reversible change. We will look into some examples where this expansion and contraction are used in everyday life. Here we have some soil digging tools. Here we have separate iron blade and wooden handle. These are used in the agriculture purpose. Iron blade and handle are manufactured separately. Later on, they are joined to make these tools. Now we'll see how expansion and contraction are used in fixing these iron blade and handle. How iron blade is fixed with the wooden handle. Here you can see this ring, isn't it? This ring is always made slightly smaller than this wooden handle. The diameter of this ring is smaller than the diameter of this wooden handle. When we want to fix this wooden handle to this iron ring is heated. On heating, ring expands. Now handle fits easily in ring. When the ring cools down, it contracts and fits tightly to the wooden handle. So you understood this, isn't it? First, the iron blade and the wooden handle are separately manufactured. The iron blade is always smaller than the wooden handle. So to fix it, the iron blade is heated. During the heating of this, what happens? Expansion takes place, and during the expansion, we fix this wooden handle to the ring. After the fixing is done, we allow the iron blade to cool down. When it cools down, contraction takes place and it fixes tightly on the handle. Now let's move forward. This is the second example, fixing metal ring on wooden wheel. The wooden wheel of the cart has metal rim on it. We will see how this metal ring is fixed on the wooden wheel. Here, this metal rim is made slightly smaller than the wooden wheel. On heating, what happens? On heating the iron ring, the ring expands and easily fits on the wooden wheel. Then, once it is fixed, we pour cold water over rim, due to which rim contracts and the rim fits the wooden wheel easily, and a rim then fits tightly on wooden wheel. We have seen a lot of changes, different types of changes, isn't it? Can you tell me how we can bring change in a substance? We can change a substance by applying force or by heating it, or maybe we can say by changing its temperature, or by mixing it with some other substances, or by applying pressure. So this is how we can bring change in a substance. So we'll take a quick recap on what we studied under changes around us. First, in the introduction part, we saw what is change, types of changes, expansion and contraction, and how we can bring change in a substance. Then we saw in detail what a change is. Change is a continuous process. It is the law of nature. Changes take place around us all the time. We saw a few examples and we came to know what is change in size, what is change in temperature, what is change in position, what is change in color, what is change in state. Then we came to know the different types of changes. They are slow and fast change, desirable and undesirable change, reversible and irreversible change, periodic and non-periodic change, and physical and chemical change. Then we studied one by one in detail. First is slow and fast change. Slow changes are those which take a long time to occur, whereas fast change takes less time to occur. Then we saw the second change, that is desirable and undesirable change. Desirable changes are those changes which we want to occur, whereas undesirable changes are those changes which we do not want them to take place. Then we saw about reversible and irreversible change. If a change can be reversed, then it is called a reversible change. If a change cannot be reversed, then it is called irreversible change. Then comes periodic and non-periodic change. Periodic changes are changes which occur periodically or at regular intervals, whereas changes which do not repeat themselves at regular intervals are called non-periodic change. Then finally we saw physical and chemical change. Changes in which size or shape of the object may change, but the substance of which they are made to remain the same is called physical change, and changes in which new substances are formed are called chemical change. Then we came across expansion and contraction. What is expansion? When an object is heated, it increases in size, and this is called expansion. What about contraction? The decrease in size of the object on cooling. We took an example, day-to-day life example, that is soil digging tools. How is it fixed? By expansion and contraction process. Then we took the second example, that is fixing metal rim on wooden wheel by the process of expansion and contraction. Then we saw finally how we can bring change in a substance through applying force, by heating, mixing it with some other substance, and by applying pressure. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel and Kindle Kids Learning for the upcoming videos. So my dear students, I hope you have clearly understood this lesson, changes around us. Go through this lesson. Try to understand each and every concept which has been explained in the video. Stay home, stay safe.